So if you'd like to see, all right, if you're moving from your car right now, your vehicle, your truck, whatever it is you're driving, riding in, and you like to keep up, that's an opportunity there for you. That's an option. All right. So very unfortunate that we had to learn of an incident that happened in Georgetown while the gentlemen were at work on the job site. Construction workers. Two of them died right there. Wall collapsed, and that was it for them. End of life. Two gentlemen. Providers, hard workers, reliable, working with a construction company. They didn't start at the same time, so they're different years,
Okay, so my observations, I stand corrected. I didn't see any helmets. Maybe, well, based on the video,
From the video.
Right, I didn't see any helmets in the area. I didn't see any steel in the walls. The soil looked very saturated. Yeah, that's about it. So,
as you said, the soil looked saturated. I mean, we're all the way down here just looking at photographs, right?
Right. So from the pictures, could be the quality, could be the picture quality itself. So I stand corrected again. So,
but I read here that they were doing some work at the site to extend a wall. Question is it the same wall that came down that was being extended? If it is in fact that, but look, some pieces of steel on the ground there.
Well, okay, right.
But where those came from, did the wall have sufficient, was it constructed properly to begin with? Right? Is it just wrong time and place? Was it going to come down anyway? Because if a wall does not have proper drainage, the back wall, if it's not constructed properly to begin with, and I understand that it's always better to build a wall that's like slightly leaning.
Yeah.
Oh. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, morning.
Talk to me, what's up?
Me? Yeah. Well, talking about the incident from yesterday. Well, I guess the wall may be older than me and you and Lano.
I feel so.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel so.
Yeah, the wall is an old wall. So maybe as well, maybe back in them time, they must be using more steel and them thing in them wall they are fine too much. But sad situation still, condolences to the family. I didn't hear you spoke about, I saw a post yesterday about a van.
Enums.
The accident?
Yeah.
Enums. Yeah.
Yeah, I reached there.
But that, okay, yeah. But I saw a situation yesterday. And right now, the latest people live good. The most I thanks and praise when you wake up. Because when you wake up every day is a gift, no man.
It is.
It's a gift. No money, nothing in the world. Better than waking up and moving your hand and your foot, you could talk, smell, see everything. You know?
True.
So you have to give thanks still. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So let's be family. Well, get some answers. All we go say, I mean, it's an accident, so.
Yeah, it's an accident.
Yeah.
No, it is an accident. I don't think them stuff can't be malicious. So.
No. But I mean, can we ask? Go ahead.
Lana spoke about the safety. And I used to work Canavan. You cannot go any resort without your vest
and your helmet
and
the shoes.
And the shoe.
Yeah.
Because they stop in by the gate.
Yeah.
So I
They're
think
very
there's another
serious.
thing sometimes. I see a man hang up on building and all them kind of thing.
Here,
No shop on me, no shop, nothing.
a joke.
Yo.
Talking.
Them man brave down here, like, you don't know.
Yeah.
We're like superhumans down here.
Yeah. So
Let me ask you: Are
Yeah.
you still in the? Are you? You said you were working in the Grenadines. You can't go onto the sites. Are you like working here in construction?
No.
Asking your business. All right, cool, no problem.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good one.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to call us and share some bits, some observations that you made, some questions that you have, 457-1043, 430-1043. That's the WhatsApp. So you could send a voice note on the WhatsApp or you could send a message. All right. So caller said something that we see from time to time. Men on construction sites, men on scaffolding, men on roofs with no harness, nothing at all, no helmet. They only work and they're not protecting themselves. We had this problem with fishermen going out without the proper tools.
So is it that they're not protecting themselves, or is it not the protective gear as being provided?
But so your employer is responsible for you. What about those who are hired privately? If you're not in a construction company, if you're not working for a company.
No. I thought you were talking about since we on this specific thing
so
here. Remember this is a company, right? So
okay, right.
Yeah.
So the workers should be providing. But you see, the thing is, until we get a statement from the company itself.
Yeah, I don't want to jump to nothing.
Right. Don't want to assume that they were not wearing helmets. Cannot assume that unless we were there.
Yeah, we just going based off the
right, and
the video
that could create some problems. So I don't want to go down that road. But like generally speaking, if you're not working with a company, and everything that's been happening so far, highlighting some problems that we have in St. Vincent and the Grenadines that we've been dealing with for a number of years, that we've been talking about for some time, occupational safety and health. At that same company, right, the same business place in Georgetown, somebody fell off a roof to their death. Y'all remember that? Another incident on the leeward side this time. Somebody else fell off another roof and died. How is it that happens? So if you're working privately, right? You're working your one-man show. Somebody call you, come do this for me. Don't you have equipment for yourself, for your personal safety? Do we take these things very seriously in St. Vincent and the Grenadines as employees and employers? Let me get some. You have the phone, right?
Yeah.
So you could deal with the phone. I could deal with the Facebook.
Right.
All right.
Somebody said planning is at fault.
Planning is at fault.
Just like Jack Swat.
How?
Yeah. I don't know.
So, what year was that wall built?
Which wall?
No, the one from yesterday.
I have no idea.
What year was that wall built? So that's rhetorical now. What year was it built?
As Mr. say,
we can't say whether it was built with permission or without permission. If planning implemented something after a certain period, or are they responsible? I mean, but then again, how many construction projects, right? Let's say small scale. Getaway.
Construction.
Getaway. How many people build up little things and get away with it before planning comes into the scene after the fact and breaks them down? Say, where's your approval? I don't have any. How many times does that happen?
But could they stop you if you don't build already?
Stick up there.
As in, if you don't complete.
Hello. If they see the construction going on and they come and inquire, they can stop you.
Fine, but if it complete before they reach there,
I don't know how they do their assessments, but if it is a building that's completed and it's not safe, I could see them breaking it down. Let's take another call. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Christian.
Hey.
Sometimes we the people we don't like follow guidelines. So let me say, for instance, land go now. You go to planning. You architectural design to say building house and hotel. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a regular man hustling so they get something to live, and he decide, boy, I go squat a piece of land build a house. I'm planning coming, you know, if first thing people out say,
The wicked.
oh, then I want to get to youth rise, and I want to get to youth live, and this and that. That will be the talk.
Right.
And I done witness that how much time already. So I'm planning interstate first thing, oh, then I want poor people rise up, then I want to live in the way this and that. But that's not the point. It's a guidelines. So you see where I'm coming from?
Yes.
Coming from.
Yeah.
So when time planning come in, is a cry. Then I want to live, then I want this, then I want that. You know, them things that make no sense, really. Follow the guidelines. The reason why for planning, you know. Then do these things just in case. Like earthquakes and then things so they couldn't know what kind of pressure the structure could take and things, man. And most on them big company, construction company, then they do concrete testing. So you can thing with certain amount of PSI and you pump it until it crush a cube.
Who? PSI?
Yeah. You pump it until the cube eventually crush. So you're gonna the pressure it could withstand now.
Okay.
If it didn't come to that standard, you have to do over again.
Okay.
All of me witnessing Canada one.
Oh,
yeah,
in the Grenadines.
Me see them mash down wall already, you know. Mash down wall already.
If it's not built properly.
Just because the testing didn't reach where it's supposed to. Wow.
Have you ever seen that mainland? I mean, you talk about Canada, but have you ever seen it on the mainland? Like they do them sort of testing there?
Well, me never really work so on the mainland within construction company.
Oh. Okay. All right. Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. Some responses.
So somebody said, condolences to the families and friends. It is still a matter of occupational hazard. They were injured on the job, so hopefully the employer has insurance that covers employees. And you know the whole legal thing already. No amount of money can bring them back, but may it do something for those left behind.
And that's all that you could really count on at this point, because the person is no longer alive. You lost a life. You cannot bring that back. No amount of money, as the person said, is going to bring that back. Bring back that person and relieve them.
Right. So our friend.
Oh, I thought.
No.
I thought you were telling me that.
No, our friend said he said. I guess this is the response to my question. See, planning can't be at fault when people doing work without planning permission. Everything happening in SVG is planning. Now, to answer my question, you say yes, planning can stop you even when the building is complete. So, yeah, I guess that's my thing. That's my thing, right?
Okay. So the person who's operating that, who's answering. Sorry, I just saw operating there, right?
He works.
Right. So the person who's answering those questions, right? Is it possible? This is a general question. Is it possible for someone to provide documents, get approval, and then do something totally different on the site and get away with it, per se? Like find a cheaper way to construct something which is not safe.
You
do
mean
they okay? So they apply to construct a building, and they say this is how it's gonna be built. But in terms of application, they go and they do something totally different. Is that a possibility? Do they go and check up in between to make sure, like, who's responsible for that? All right, let me get some responses coming from Facebook. Good morning, so sad. Good morning, watching from Barbados. It's so sad. Good morning, Barbados. Occupational hazard. Another one. So many things happening home. Yep. You gotta keep up. It's not an accident. It's a foolish construction. Construction from back in the day. In the real world, the unit comes down even if it is complete. In the real world.
True. Understand.
Right. Good morning to Suzanne. Construction is also inspected in stages. St. Vincent needs to be prayed for. This is too much to bear. one thing after the next. I put in the one thing after the next. That's not what the person said. One thing after the next.
Oh, and to answer to back up what the caller said, he said, yeah, see Operation and Franco Construction does test cubes for safety reasons. So I guess he's going with the whole PSI thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Some other responses there. Let's go through. Good morning, guys. Prayers for the families who lost their loved ones yesterday. I have seen too many incidents where persons are on work sites without the necessary protective gears. I have seen guys in flip-flops.
Yeah. Nike slippers.
Y'all cannot be serious.
Actually, they are very serious. I've seen it already.
No helmets. Let's hope this accident is a wake-up call to put safety first.
Okay. I am contradicting it, but
you're about to contradict.
I am, but the flip-flops is not like any serious major construction. Well, from what I just hear. I mean, regardless of how the way you think, but
you gotta wear boots.
Yeah.
If you get mash, if you mash a rusty nail, that could be it for you.
No, I just saying that's why them guys just probably be like that because you're not like no serious.
Yeah, but yes, but it may not look serious in your assessment, but you're on a construction site. Wear the proper gear. Take care of yourself. If the company ain't doing it for you, you take care of yourself.
The helmet for sure, I know. I would agree with it.
See that last part there from the last comment I read? Let's hope this accident is a wake-up call to put safety first.
Right.
So you have to wait until somebody dies on a construction site to have a wake-up call. Well, welcome to the wake-up call on X104.3 FM. Wake up. Protect yourself, now man. And companies, listen, I am not being specific to the one that was involved in the accident yesterday. I am not. I'm just saying, generally speaking, right? If it is that you may not be doing what you're supposed to be doing, then you got some work to do before it hits the fan. If you know what I'm saying.
Okay. Just make some sense out of this. I don't know.
You want me to make some sense?
No. I don't know if it's the same picture, but maybe you could tell me.
And
read the
let me see who this one is. All right. So here's what. Read something else. Let me look at it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. So right. So to.
So.
Okay. Yeah. No. This is based on the questions, right? No.
Okay. Read something.
Applicants supposed to submit a building start from 48 hours before construction. Once physical planning know the building starting. Once physical planning know the building start, they're supposed to check every stage of construction from the setting out to the roof in the case of a building.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's for the whole change.
Thank you so much, dear.
Change something.
Such a knowledgeable individual. Thank you. Big up yourself.
Yeah,
have a good day, okay?
Big up Mr. Cricket Man.
He's a cricket man.
Cricket man, yeah.
All right. Somebody says, wake up, Crystal, you're correct. But then again, years from now, they're going back to do the same. Vincentians ride over things too quickly instead of learning from it. Help me, God. Help our blessed country and people. We have to help ourselves too. And you see when people call to pray. Gotta pray and do. Everybody pray and stop. You gotta pray and do. Okay?
Yo.
So the photograph, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's saying, see where he is standing, that's where the wall collapsed.
So that is the picture.
Is that one of the gentlemen? Or is it a photograph showing
example of something?
No, like what they're trying to do. As in they're doing some work at the site.
All right.
At the company's site. And it's showing some where the person is saying that possible undermining. So I'm not a construction person. All right. Let's deal with another comment. I see some
voice notes. Some songs.
I am laughing because I see somebody talk about OSH, 2017 OSH. Occupational Safety and Health Act that's been there, sitting, collecting dust, becoming old and aged like wine. You know? Since 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, maybe go on to 2023, and so on and so on and so forth. How come it's a move from that to actually being a law? How come?
It's in the planning stage.
It's in the planning stage, my foot.
It's in the planning stage.
And of course, this is coming from the government side. But, and see, that's the other thing, right? So, occupational safety and health affects everybody who's working. Everybody. Because it's workplace. Occupational. Work. Work, 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 work. So it will cover all businesses, all entities, NGOs, everybody, including the government. So what's the reason for the hold-up? Because we have expedited many things before and we could do this now. So what are we waiting for? And as an employee, you could take chance and say, well, I don't have to because it is not law. So then who's protecting the employees? So we have to wait until after and say, all right, we're going to fix this problem. Now that you don't get any accident, we're going to fix this problem.
Okay,
But there's nothing to implement.
Well, this post is not from here, but they're speaking from outside. So they say, I cannot legally install a new window without planning approval. You know, like how we just change out our windows.
Serious?
Yeah, people just change out the windows and just do that. Let's say they can't do it up there.
Oh, there.
Yeah, you had to go and get approval.
Put in a window.
For a window, eh?
Okay. It done plan past the planning stage is a whole act. But where are we? Where are we? We can't use it. We cannot use it. An employer could have mold in the building. That's not safe for the employee's health. And the employee has to show up to work.
So, man,
because there's nothing that says the employee can't stay home and say, boss, your place dirty and you don't have no fire extinguisher. So I ain't coming to work. You have to go to work. Powerless. The employee.
Poor employee.
Powerless. Yeah, often sniffing all that mold. You can have rats in the place and you still have to go to work. You can have what else does it have? Wood lice and you still have to go to work. Your place could have no AC and you still have to go to work. The building could be shaking on the and you still have to go to work. Because the boss says to go to work.
Wait, if
the other day they run out of a building because the building was falling on them. And they were walking in that building without AC for years. Still have to go to work. Do you remember the war that dropped on the young man in Evesham village? Vaguely. Somebody says, right? The reason for the holdup is the government will have to start with public servants and they will have to spend plenty money because government workers not equipped with proper PPEs.
What is a PPE?
Personal protective equipment. I don't know. What is PPE? Because only PPEs were in terms of health.
Mm-hmm.
PPEs, personal protective equipment. I just throwing out some there. Morning, O'Malley. Big up yourself. So we got 2 voice notes, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, 23 minutes in, 24 minutes, right? We're going to take a break. We're going to listen to these voice notes, make sure that they can be played. And then we're going to continue talking about this. I just hope. Personal protective equipment. Thank you so much. That's what PPE stands for, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many times have we had wake-up calls? How many times have people been injured on the job? How many times people have died on the job? And how many more have to happen before we implement the act? How many more? To make certain things mandatory. Yes, it might be expensive, But let's compare money with somebody's life. How about that? You could put a dollar sign to somebody's life? Hell no. And you know what's going to happen sometimes? You could be working in a very unsafe environment. You ain't seeing anything that's killing you, but you're smelling it. Not smelling it. You're inhaling
You're
it.
inhaling it, but you won't know.
And you won't know. When you done retire, you come down with some sort of lung illness.
Yeah, you wanna like
Terminal illness. You want to know what happened?
so from years ago, like
Years ago.
donkey years ago.
You cannot trace it back
And you can't
You're
go
dead.
you can't go and bring it up
because
they don't gone.
come on, man. People first. People first. Done. All right. Good morning to Joshua. We're going to take a break from the live. When we come back, we read out some more comments, play some voice notes to keep it locked. All right. It's a wake up call. So some people need to wake up. Wake up. God does not respond to stupidity. I feel like that has to do with prayer.
Somebody said pray to whom the world has. Wow.
What's the world boss?
World boss? I don't know what's the
World
world
Boss
boss. Vibes Cartel, probably.
Up to the time. That's what he says, right? I don't know.
Yeah, up to the time. Down to the minute.
Down to the minute. All right, we're coming back. All right, you got some answers.